Kingston School. You are here to watch something that has never happened before, ever. It may never happen again. You are going to get to see Kingston Staff Connects. And your teachers and staff are going to be up here doing all kinds of special things for you. No one has ever seen this before, and they're going to be very brave because they're going to come up in front of all these people and do things. Are you ready? Okay. We are starting. Our first act is going to be our one and only Mr. Grazer.
Good morning. I was working on my ballet steps this morning, and I realized that it didn't work, so I decided to do this song for you guys. And if you wouldn't mind, would you sing along? You gonna sing it? Sing with me. Get the hands in the air. Hands up, side, side. That's it. Yeah, 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 yeah. You go, 5th grade. You ready? Kindergarten, you guys gonna sing it with me? If you don't know the words, make them up. I don't know them either. Come on. Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to beat you, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get. Before the cool time run out, I'll be giving you my message. Nothing's gonna stop me but to find an invention. I reckon it's again my turn. Here's your part. To win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot. Next level. I want some. Here we go. So I want some, no more, no more. It cannot wait. There's no need to complicate our time. It's gone. This is our fate. I know what to do. Super scooter about time, dear. Where's he at? And I'll give you ears. So I found one person in the bathroom standing in the mirror this morning. This is exactly you. I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror. Bending over back just to try to see it clearer, but my breath bombs up the glass. So I drew a face and I laughed. I guess what I'm saying is the need of better reason to read the self-reality. Just go with the seasons is what we aim to do. Our name is our virtue, but our something is up. No more, it cannot sing. I'm yours. Blowing up your mind, still like me. Open up your plans and get on free. Look into your heart and you'll find that the sky is yours. Please don't, please don't, please don't. There's no need to complicate. 'Cause sometimes it's wrong. This is our fate. I'm yours. There you go.
things for you to see. Remember, this is Staff Connects, just like your Staff Connects. Our next act is going to be Mrs. Labetti.
Mr. Gracer, I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that, but I can't sing, and I don't have a whole lot of talents, but what I do have is a beautiful little girl, and I am going to tell you about her today. This is Caitlin. I had her last year, so if you were in my class last year, you remember I left for a long time to have her. That is her when she is 1 hour old, so she kind of just looks like a little blob, but that is her. Now, the thing with Katie is that my sister-in-law, my husband's wife, and I had our babies on the same day, 1 hour apart. So that's me in my little hospital bed with my really big belly, and my sister-in-law, and then that is Katie and her cousin, who are 1 year, or 1 hour, Katie is 1 hour younger than him. And there's Katie. Aww. When she was 6 weeks old, that is her with her favorite little Tigger doll, and then that's her hiding under a blanket with her big muscle arms. Now, Katie can be very silly, so I took some pictures of her being a little goofy. Katie was scared to death of a camera when she was little. So every time you got one, you got goofy little faces and she stuck her tongue out at you. Now here she is as a rock star. Katie loves to wear sunglasses, and that is her brother's baseball hat, and those are her brother's sunglasses, and then that is hers. Now Katie likes a whole bunch of stuff, so here are some of the things she likes. Remote controls. This is her stealing the remote control, and there she is, and she's got a whole bunch of them on her lap, if you can see in that picture. Telephones. If you see in the first picture, she actually has it backwards, so I don't know who she's talking to. But down there, she's on her phone again, walking around with her phone. She likes hats. That's her puppy dog hat, and then that's her little funky pink one. Mr. Gracer, she goes to music classes. She goes every Saturday. That's her playing the drums and her playing her little wood block with her stick. And this is her first time at the beach. She loved the ocean. There she is splashing in the water, and that was her first time with me, going on a merry-go-round with her carousel horse. Now, she loves cookies, and if you notice in these pictures, she didn't even wait for me to open the bag. She's trying to eat through the bag. So she's just chewing right on the bag. This is her playing with pots in the kitchen, which she thought were hats, but she was having a good time. And this is her finger painting. In the first picture, she just started painting, but by the end, you can see it is everywhere. This is her reading her favorite Elmo book. And then that is her painting with her gigantic Mickey Mouse, which is about as tall as I am, so it's very big to her. This is Crackers. This is her favorite stuffed animal. It's a gigantic ball-shaped little duck. She loves Crackers, and there she is hugging him, and that's her laying on him watching Elmo on TV. This was her first time in the snow, so there she is all bundled up in all of her outfits. She thought that was very fun. It says Katie likes to be inside of things, and she will find stuff everywhere. So we've got Katie in the dishwasher, Katie in the clothes dryer, Katie in the refrigerator, Katie in the laundry bag, Katie in a shopping bag, Katie in a drum, and Katie in a box. Katie loves to be inside of boxes, especially diaper boxes, any kind of box in the house. It says Katie wants to be like Daddy. My husband is a police officer, and he also referees hockey games. So there she is in Daddy's hockey helmet, and dressed up in Daddy's police uniform. It says Katie likes to be like Mommy too. When I get home from work, I do a lot of time on the computer making worksheets for my kids, and there am I on the computer with Katie on her little computer. And there she is typing, writing her first book. Katie's favorite babysitters. Her first one is Mrs. D in here. Oh, there she is back there. Mrs. D's daughter is her first babysitter. It says, Becky there, Mrs. D's daughter. And there she is, hugging Katie. And there she is flying Katie in the air, which is another one of her favorites. And her other favorite babysitter is Miss McGee. Katie is 2 days old, and there's Miss McGee holding her. You can see the Christmas tree in the background. And over here, this was just last week, and you'll notice again, Katie is in a box. She's in a diaper box this time. And Miss McGee was sliding her all across the floor. And it says, guess who bought me these shirts? Katie is wearing a bunch of Phillies shirts. Who bought her the shirts? Miss McGee. She was a ladybug. This is Katie dressed up like a reindeer and her very tired and fast asleep on Santa's lap. This is her this year. It says candy cane thief. All she did was take the candy canes off the Christmas tree and steal them. She's laughing at the bottom holding her candy cane with her little Santa hat on. This is her Easter in her pretty little Easter dress. And there she is picking out her eggs out of her Easter basket. She didn't quite know what they were. And this was her first birthday. She was very excited, and this was after she had had some cake. And then it says bye-bye. And there she is.
Thank you, Mrs. Kennedy. Thank you very much. We are now proud to present a special Mr. Speller. So, Mr. Speller, what are you going to do for us today, Mr. Speller?
How's everybody doing today? Myself and Mrs. G will be juggling for you guys. So this is a skill where about 5 months ago, I really wasn't really too good at it. But with practice, I got better and better and better. So just to let you guys know, you practice hard at something, you can get better at it and improve. So we're gonna perform this for you guys. Hope you enjoy it.
Going to be Ms. McGee, and as many of you know, she was in Dancing with the Stars. We are very lucky she recorded that, and we are actually going to get to see her perform.
About a little over a month ago, on April 19th, I danced at Cherry Hill High School West to a baseball theme song. Surprise, surprise. And my partner unfortunately could not make it this morning, so I can't do the dance live for you, but we did record it, and I also brought my one and only dance trophy that I think I'll ever get in my lifetime. As many of you know, I don't have much rhythm. Okay, before doing this, I couldn't clap to a beat, and I still am working on that. But we practiced, like Mr. Speller said, if you practice, you can do anything.
Kingston teacher Erin McGee recently won an award from the village for incorporating baseball into her lessons. Now she and partner Matt Elliott, who you saw earlier as part of couple number 9, are incorporating baseball into their
presentation about one of her pets. Do you know what kind of animal her pet is? What is it? You're right.
I could have danced. I could have sung a song. But everybody wants a Hobie story. So, here we go. The last Hobie story.
A very bad cat. Hi, you know me. I'm Hobie. I'm famous at Kingston school because Mrs. Gall tells stories about me. Here I am as a baby kitten, laying on my dog penny. I got older and a little nastier. And when I got even older, I got bigger than the dog. Look at Penny's eye. She has her eye on me. I bite. Well, I bet you want to know how big I really am. I have a way to show you. I'm lying on a yardstick. My nose is at 0. And my tail is at 37 inches. I am a big, fat cat. I can't fit in the bookshelf. I can't fit in the dining room shelf. I can't fit on the ledge where I lay in the sun. I can't fit under the server when my boot gets pushed back, and I sure don't fit on the back of this chair. I don't even fit on the cushion of this chair. My face is smushed. Well, I bet you want to know what I do all day. Actually, I do a lot of stuff. First thing I do when I get up in the morning is I lay in front of the cabinet so people feed me. And then I eat every single bite. Sometimes I get milk and cereal from the people I live with. And then I have to go to the litter box. You can't see this part. It's not pretty. I look out the window, watch the world go by. I guard the steps. Hey look, there's me in a famous painting. I guard my dinner dish and mostly I fall asleep at it. It's hard work. When I get brushed, I really shed. But look at me now. I see the bad neighbor cat Jerry. Ha ha! Well, then I have to come in and wait for dinner again. Hey, did you know I can open the cabinet all by myself? Watch this. First I put my paw and my head in. See? That's how I do it. And then I wiggle in more and it opens all the way. Hey, there's my food. You see it? Do you see it? Would you get it? Would you open it? Ugh. I guess I'll just have to wait again. I know I'm a handsome boy. They call me fat, but I don't really think I am. Well, maybe I am. But mostly, I'm just handsome. See? I'm all gray and white and beautiful. Who cares about a few extra pounds? Think I'll go to sleep and dream about the next time I get something to eat. Bye now. See ya.
Our next presentation is going to be Mrs. Ericetti and
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Okay, getting on a boat is fun, right? It's easy. You just get into a boat, especially a rowboat, and you just start paddling. How many of you have been on a rowboat? Probably a lot of you. But what Miss Ericetti just learned recently, when my husband decided that he wanted to buy a boat, no, not yet, PowerPoint, is that you have to really learn a lot about boats before you can take one out onto the river. You have to actually go to school. My husband and I had to go to school to learn how to drive a boat so we can get a boating license, just like when you get a car. One of the things I learned right away is that just like there's special book words in the library, there's special boating words. The left-hand side of the boat is not really called left, it's called the port side. The right side of the boat is called the starboard side. The back of the boat is called the stern. Does anyone know what the front of the boat is called? Bow, right. And I also learned that there was a lot of signals and symbols in boating as well. Do you see how there's a red light on the port side and a green light on the starboard side? Just like stoplights, they mean something when you're out on the water. If two boats are coming together like this boat here coming forward, he's going to see this guy's red light, right? So what do you think that means? He's got to stop, all right? It's his job to either stop or move over. And the guy up front, if he's coming, he sees the other boat's green light, so he knows that he can keep going. Something else I had to learn about are buoys. There's all kinds of different buoys. These little things that float out in the water when you're driving a boat, and you have to know what each one of them means. They're kind of like stop signs and red lights and green lights that are out in the middle of a channel. This is a buoy. I went out on the boat for the first time on Saturday, so I saw that buoy. I said, I don't know what that means. But then I saw these two boats, and one was going on that side of the buoy, and one was going on that side of the buoy, and I learned that you had to stay on either side, just like that. So here's Mrs. Ericetti driving the boat for the first time with my daughter in the background. And something else that I'm learning, and Miss Bucklew is going to tell you, that there are all kinds of signal flags that are international symbols that we also learn. Miss Bucklew?
Across that wall, and you'll see colorful flags that are boat flags. Back in the day, before cell phones and GPS and computers and even radio, sailors would pass each other and they would want to say something or tell each other something. Of course, they couldn't yell loud enough, so they used flags. These are all the alphabet flags, and if you start way in the back, see that white and blue one? That's A, B is the red one, C, and so on. I have a little puzzle for you, and this is what I want you to do. Can I have my volunteers? We'll hold one in. This is a message I want you to figure out. Okay? And I'll help you at the beginning. This is not a boat flag, but we all know what that means, right? What does this mean? Love. Okay. This letter, can you find it? And tell me what letter it is? Start with the A and go along. Who can tell me? It's W, right? So we have W. Who knows this one? E. Okay, so the word is we love. Okay, now the next one, do not say out loud. If you know what this word is, raise your hand. Oh, wow, you guys figured it out fast. Okay. Sorry, good guess. Let's see. You have to figure it out. How about the girl in pink? Come up here. I want you to whisper it to me. Oh, you can both come up. Let's see, what word is that? You are right, don't say it again. All right, they said, well, you want to come up and read the whole thing? Come on. So we have, we love boats. We love boats. And then, thank you.
All right, our next act is coming up. We're going to give you a clue who it will be. You ready? Who is that? You're right. Here she.
All right,
you know how many talented staff members worked at Kingston? How many of you learned something new today about someone that you didn't know before you walked in today? Wow, that is exciting. Well, we're going to teach you a little bit about the game of lacrosse. I'm going to try not to talk in here. Let me know if you can hear me in the back. I have a loud mouth, so you're probably okay. We thought since we introduced lacrosse for all of the students at Kingston with Lunch and Learn, that we would give you a little bit of an idea about the game of lacrosse. Right? I have an assistant. This is Ryan. Ryan is wearing the full gear that you wear if you're a boy playing lacrosse. Do we have any other lacrosse players in the room besides the Lunch and Learn lacrosse players? All right, so some of you play lacrosse. Are there any girls that play lacrosse? How many girls want to try lacrosse when you get a little bit older? Get those hands up. All right, great job. So we're going to show you the difference between a girls lacrosse and boys. You can see that I'm not wearing much equipment at all. And I'm not going to put this on right now, but girls, if you play, have to wear eyewear. Okay, what do you think the eyewear protects the girl lacrosse players while they're playing at practice or during a game? You can guess. I'm going to put it on. You can tell me what you think it protects. Tell me one thing. Your eyes, and what else does it look like it protects? Part of your face, your nose, okay? Now, I've been playing lacrosse and coaching for a very, very long time. Longer than the age of every student in Kingston. And I had to think about how long I was playing and coaching, and I thought about this, because this was my very first lacrosse stick. Does anyone want to guess how old they think this lacrosse stick is? Skylar. Little less. This lacrosse stick is 23 years old. Wait, right here. This lacrosse stick is 23 years old. So I have been playing and coaching lacrosse for 23 years, which tells you that's a very long time, and it tells you how much I really love this game. Okay? This is my very first lacrosse stick. They do make these, but most kids that play do not use wooden lacrosse sticks. And Ryan's mom, I played in high school at Cherryville East, and I also played in college at Westchester, which is the same place that Ryan's mom played. We just didn't play the same time there. And this is Ryan's mom's stick, and it looks just like mine. Which tells you we're just about the same age. This is the lacrosse stick that I use now, okay? So kind of like we had old computers that were really slow and they didn't get on the internet, now we have little laptops. So just like computers and technology has really improved, so has the game of lacrosse. So for me, I use my eyewear and I use a mouth guard. For those of you up front, I'm going to put it in, but I can't talk to you once it's in my mouth. Well, I can, but you won't understand. See that? Oh, I sound a little funny? Yeah. There you go. Would anyone like to guess what this very important piece of equipment protects the girl lacrosse players? It's to protect your teeth. Moms and dads spend lots of money making sure that you take care of your teeth. When you play sports, you should always wear one of these. All right, so this is really all the equipment that a girl uses. Eyewear, a mouth guard, and your stick. Do I look the same as Ryan? Ryan out here a little bit. When I walked out, Ryan said, well, you're really lucky because all you need is a mouth guard and eyewear. He has lots of equipment. The game in boys is a little bit more physical than the game in girls lacrosse. Meaning, we do the same thing. We catch, we cradle, but we're not allowed to hit people with the stick. Or at least you're not supposed to. But in boys, you are allowed, it is legal, you are allowed to use your stick to actually hit boys in lacrosse, which is why boys have to wear all this equipment. What do you think the helmet protects the boys while they're playing? It protects her head. Now Ryan doesn't have a mouth guard now, but he would wear a mouth guard. The goalie for either game also wears a helmet. So girls, goalies also wear helmets to protect them. Ryan has on shoulder pads, he has on elbow pads, and he has on gloves. So there's a lot of hitting going on in the boys' game. And I'll also show you a little bit of a difference. We're almost done in the boys' stick and the girls. Those of you up front can really see this. The pocket in the boys is very, very deep. Okay, so they actually have an easier time catching than the girls. I like to remind Ryan and the other boys that I see that they have an easier time catching in lacrosse. And mine, it's not as deep, so you need to have a little more skill when you catch and throw and pick up the ball on the ground, okay? Now the game of lacrosse has been around for well over 100 years. So it's a very old game, and it was started by the Native Americans back in the late 1800s. And this game is the fastest growing sport in the entire country. Okay, so you probably go around in Cherry Hill and you might see a lot of lacrosse teams that are out there practicing. Ryan plays for the Cherry Hill lacrosse group. So there are kids from all ages that play. So if you're interested in playing, have mom or dad check it out and sign you up. It is a game that you will absolutely love. It is my favorite sport, and I've played lots of sports out there. All right. The last thing we're going to do is I'm going to throw the ball to Ryan, and we're going to hope he's going to catch it. This is the real lacrosse ball. You guys don't play with a real lacrosse ball unless you learn. Since we're beginners, we want to make sure that you guys can learn and make sure that you're safe. This is a very hard rubber ball. It does not feel very good when it hits your body. Okay, so we're going to hope that Ryan can catch this, and everyone behind him is just going to be on the lookout, okay? Now, when Ryan goes to catch it, he is going to go into a cradle, which is what you do after you catch a ball. Okay, Ryan, you ready? Oh, good. And go cradle. Very good. So you see the boys' cradle. So we get face down and do the cradle. Okay, and then Ryan's going to throw to me. Be ready. I should catch this. If I don't, we're going to have a problem. Okay, and that's the cradle and girls. You can play as a lefty, and you can play as a righty, so it doesn't matter what hand you're right with. Okay, so I hope you guys learned a little bit about my favorite sport in the whole wide world, and I hope that maybe we see some of you guys learning how to play at Lunch and Learn, and then maybe playing on the same league that Ryan plays in. You have a question? That's great. Well, if you guys have any questions about lacrosse, you can write them down on a note card and give them to your teacher, and I will personally answer it for you. Okay? So I thank you very much for being a great audience.
All right, what we're going to be doing next is we're going to listen to someone sing, and the person actually who's singing is moi.
Somewhere
without screaming, please. What do you guys think of the Staff Connect so far? I know we're going to say this at the end. I was going to introduce Mrs. Mayor, but she told me not to. How about Mrs. Mayor, the one that put this together? How about a big round of applause for her? What a singing voice.
We are now going to listen to a special song from Mrs. Lamaro and Mrs. Rueck.
Good morning, Kingston students and staff. For some of you who do know us, I'm Mrs. Lamaro. Some of you know me as Miss Kendra, and I teach kindergarten here at Kingston School in Room 8. And this is Mrs. Rueck, or Miss Ruth. And there are so many things that we love to do. In Room 8 kindergarten, we love to read and write and learn addition and subtraction. We love to finger paint. But most of all, what we really, really love to do is sing. So Miss Ruth and I are going to sing a special song for you today called Hero. And we hope that you enjoy it.
If you look inside your heart, Hale. Miss Hale is engaged to my brother, so she's going to be my sister-in-law pretty soon. And one of the things that we found out when she started dating my brother is, you all know that I dance, right? You've seen my videos, so when I met my future sister-in-law, I found out she dances too. So we decided to put together a little tap number for you guys so that you can see another aspect of what dance looks like. Are you guys ready? All right, here we go.
members who are going to come up and do YMCA, and you're going to do it with us. So, you to be brave when people want you to volunteer. All right, all students, stand up. Up, up, up. All right, we are now going to practice the 4 letters. Kindergarten, play close attention. This is your lesson for today. Ready? Y, M, which I understand can be done more than one way. C, A. One more time, ready? Y, M, C, A. We're ready.
Okay. Sing. Let's hear it from Miss Martha. Good morning. And now for something completely different. We'll get our breath. The song that I'm going to sing this morning, how many of you have ever heard of a girl named Cinderella? I thought so. Well, everybody going to be a good listener? Oh, excellent listeners up here. Good job. Well, Cinderella sings a song called "A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes." And the reason I really like this song, first of all, it's a pretty song. But second of all, it's because it's about dreams. And when you have a dream, say you want to grow up and you really, really want to be a doctor, or you really want to be a teacher, you keep that dream in your heart. And if you keep it in your heart and you work hard, it can come true. So that's kind of what this song is about. Oh, I'm going to sing it twice. The second time I sing it, if you know the words, I would love for you to sing it with me.
By a whole group of people. Come on up to It Don't Impress Me Much.
Pretty smart, but you got me right down to the heart. You think you're a genius, you drive me up the wall. You're regular, original, know it all. Oh, you think you're special. Oh, scientist. That don't impress me much. So you got the brain, but how you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That don't impress me much. It should fall out of place. Oh, you think you're special. Oh, you think you're something else. Okay, so you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much. So you got the looks, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. Before you let me in, I can't believe you kiss your covered night. Now come on, baby, tell me, two husky children, right? Oh, you think you're something special? Oh, you think you're something else? Okay, so you got a car. That don't impress me much. So you got the moves, but I got the touch. Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That don't impress me much. You think you're cool, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm on the long, cold, lonely nights. That don't impress me much. Okay, so what do you think, you're Elvis or something? Whatever. That don't impress me.
Well, everybody was that fantastic. Let's hear a big round of applause for the line dancer. You have been really, really, really a well-behaved audience, and now we're going to have a special guest who is now setting up. And I hope you noticed that people just can't come up and do these things. We had to get our music and our microphones and instruments, and people spent a lot of time putting everything together for a wonderful show. Mr. Sheckman is now going to perform. He is our grand finale. Let's hear it from Mr. Sheckman.
Well, boys and girls, you have been absolutely fantastic. Give yourself a hand. This has been one of my favorite days of all time at Kingston School, but it's been a great week. Raise your hand if you were in the talent show Friday night.
you all did a fantastic job. We had 250 people there, and it was great. Give yourself a hand. So first, how about the Kingston teachers? Weren't they fantastic? And about 3 months ago or 4 months ago, Mrs. Mayor knocked on my door. Now you have to know something about Mrs. Mayor. When she leaves Kingston School every day, a lot of teachers turn on the radio and they turn on the air conditioner and relax. Do you know what Mrs. Mayer's doing? She's thinking up new and different ideas for our school. She's always coming up with great ideas, and she said, Mr. Scheckman, I have a great idea. And boys and girls, wasn't it a terrific idea? Thank you, Mrs. Mayer. Well, I thank the teachers so much because, boys and girls, as warm as it is and as busy as you are, this is the very busiest time for our teachers all year. But I learned something new about so many of our teachers because they brought talents to our stage that are just fantastic. And the message to all of you, whether it's lacrosse, singing, juggling, playing an instrument, you can start now and you can do it the rest of your lives and have fun with it. So we're going to have a little fun with a song today. I'm a little loud. I can do it, Mr. Grazer. I can take it here. This is a song we changed up a little bit, but everybody's going to be singing this one. And I'm going to teach it to you. And the words are very simple. We've got the whole world. Can you say that? We've got the whole world in our hands. And then we repeat it. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. You think you can do that? Well, let's see if you can. And then listen for your turn. Teachers, everybody in the room, you're all going to have a turn. We've got the whole world in our hands. 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 Sing it with Mr. Scheckman. We've got the whole world in our hands. 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 Wait, now let's wait. We've got Mr. Grazer in our hands. We've got Mr. Grazer in our hands. We've got Mr. Grazer in our hands. We've got the whole world in his hands. Everybody. We've got the whole world in his hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the kindergarten teachers. 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 We've got the whole world in our hands. Everybody, we've got the whole world. We've got the whole world. We've got the whole world. We've got the whole world in our hands. First grade teachers. We've got the 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 whole world in our hands. Everybody, we got the whole world in our hands. 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 Second grade teacher. We've got the second grade teachers. We've got the second grade teachers. We've got the second grade teachers. We've got the whole world in our hands. Everybody, we've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the third grade teachers. We've got the third grade teachers. We've got the third grade teachers. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world. We've got the whole world. We've got the whole world. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the fourth grade teachers. We've got the fourth grade teachers. We've got the fourth grade teachers. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the fifth grade. Got the fifth grade teachers. We've got the fifth grade teachers. We've got the fifth grade teachers. We've got the whole world in our hands. We got the office staff. Got the office staff. We've got the office staff. We've got the office staff. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the educational assistants. We've got the ed assistants. We've got the ed assistants. We've got the ed assistants. We've got the whole world in his hands. We got the substitute teachers. We've got the substitute teachers. We've got the substitute teachers. We've got the substitute teachers. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the kitchen staff. We've got the kitchen staff. We've got the kitchen staff. We've got the kitchen staff. We got the whole world in our hands. Let me see if I forgot anything. We've got Mr. Speller. We've got Mr. Speller. We've got Mr. Speller. We got the whole world in his hands. Mrs. Gall. We got Mrs. Gall. We got Mrs. Gall. We got Mrs. Gall. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the PTA. We got the PTA. We got the PTA. We got the PTA. We got the whole world in our hands. We got Mr. Sheckman. We got Mr. Sheckman. Mr. Sheckman. We got the whole world in our hands. Okay, you did great with that. Now I just want to hear the boys and girls that are in kindergarten. Just the kindergarten boys and girls. We got the kindergarten children. We got the kindergarten children. We got the kindergarten children. We got the whole world in our hands. Just first grade now. We got the whole first grade. We got the whole first grade. We got the whole first grade. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the second grade. We got the second grade. We got the second grade. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the whole third grade. We got the whole third grade. We got the whole third grade. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the fourth grade. We got the fourth grade. We got the fourth grade. We got the whole world in our hands. And this is the fifth grade's last big assembly. Ready? Are you ready? We got the fifth grade. We got the fifth grade. We got the fifth grade. We got the whole world in its hands. We got the Kingston School. Everybody now. We got the Kingston kindergarten. Great job.